Hello, everyone. This is Keith Rowe with Vital Healing. And this week, I'm going to be reading a post that I made called Between Presence and Planning, Learning to Trust the Moment Without Forgetting the Future. And it's a very hard thing for me to sit with sometimes. And I think that's one reason that this scene from Marco Polo really struck such a chord with me, because I could feel the tension between sitting around and meditating all day and knowing that everything is in my highest and best interest, and then having the reality of needing to pay the bills, or the realization that if a storm comes through and knocks the power out, someone has to have made planning for that to be put back together. And so there is, it seems like in a lot of ways, the body wants to hold the present moment, and the mind wants to plan for tomorrow. And I'm trying to find that middle ground between being present here and now and also being able to plan responsibly for the future. Here is the article, Between Presence and Planning. I got drawn into the series Marco Polo on Netflix. There's an episode where the Khan's heir is about to be married, and on that day meant for celebration, word arrives that a cousin has challenged Kublai Khan's rule. Well, Kublai calls a war council, and the tent fills with generals and torchlights flickering on the silk banners. And he stands before them. His voice is booming as his hand is striking the throne, and he's demanding strategy and how they will retaliate against this threat. And the air vibrates with fury and the fear of losing everything that he has built. And amongst all this, the doors swing open, and in walks the Empress. She's calm and unshaken. And she listens for a moment, and then she ends the meeting and dismisses the council. Kublai is furious that she's overruled him. And they're the only two in the room, and they're looking at each other, and she looks at him and says, "Don't ruin today with talk of tomorrow." And when she said that, I could feel it in my body, how we can get so wrapped up in what's coming next or what worry is on our mind. And it felt so good when she said, "Don't ruin today with talk of tomorrow." Then Kublai rises, trembling with anger, and he says, "What is all this for, if not for tomorrow?" And that line hit me equally as powerful and felt just as true as what the Empress had just said. And I go on in the post to say, those lines made me think. Both truths felt alive in that moment. The calm wisdom of the Empress and the steady foresight of the Khan. Their voices still echo in us. The Empress reminds us to breathe, and the Khan reminds us to plan ahead. One teaches presence, and the other preparation. And if we lose the Empress, then we forget how to rest in what is good right here and right now. And if we lose the Khan, then we forget that tomorrow depends on the care that we give it today. Because presence without planning can lose its grounding, and planning without presence can lose its heart. The Empress and the Khan, they both live within us. The one who breathes and the one who looks ahead. And somewhere between them is the art of living, awake to this moment and still steady enough to meet the next. And I think that's the delicate dance or tightrope that we walk. And it is just one breath at a time. And I appreciate you joining me in taking time to take care of yourself, to breathe, and to remember there's room for today and tomorrow.